Mansur, right here. Congratulations on the victory. I guess physically, emotionally, how you feeling after that? Because it doesn't really look like you broke a sweat in there.
Man, I did. I broke a bigger sweat in the warm-up. But I feel very, very good. I feel very grateful. I'm very thankful. I'm very happy.
Can I ask, because, when they announced this fight and the odds came out, I'm sure you were asked this a ton, like probably the biggest favorite throughout the night. You don't seem like someone that needs motivation to train hard, but when everyone is bringing this up, like, oh, you should do what you just did in there. So I guess, what is it like hearing that constantly, and does it kind of play with you a bit in camp?
I swear I don't pay attention to it. Like, I have a very, very bad problem with not paying attention to things. That stems all the way back to high school, man. I just don't like listening to people if it doesn't pertain to exactly what I want to do. And then, like, odds and all that stuff, I swear, only a few months ago, I just found out that, like, the minus sign means that you're, like, the favorite. I don't pay attention to that stuff. I don't hear that stuff. There's no weight on my shoulders. I literally have fun. I go out there and I just look up at the lights. I take a deep breath. I wipe my feet on the canvas, and I just know that I'm home and I'm happy. Nothing else matters. I don't think about odds or favorites or pressure. None of that matters.
So when you take away the odds, when you were breaking down this fight and you were watching, if you did watch tape or watch his past fights, did you think it was going to go this way in there?
Absolutely. Absolutely knew that it was going to go this way. He has a very, very simple strategy that goes across all of his fights. He's tall, but that's it. Absolutely no disrespect to him. He's tall, but it's a very, very simple strategy. It's a 1-2, it's a leg kick, it's a teep, it's a move forward, it's a shoot an upper body takedown, and after that, then he fades into whatever the other guy plans on doing usually works. Absolutely, once again, absolutely no disrespect to him. That's a good person. I found out recently about his father passing, and my father's my best friend, so I spoke to him about that, and I was very close to my heart. But competitor-wise, I knew exactly what he was going to do. I studied, of course, tape over and over and over and over and over again. Not even just him, myself, my past fights, things that I've done wrong, things that I can exploit if I were to fight myself. So all those things were taken into consideration, and we made improvements, and these are the results.
Were you surprised at how quick he tapped from that guillotine? It didn't even seem like he tried to fight it.
No, I was not surprised how quick he would tap. When it was in there, not only was it elbow deep, but I shifted my hands and I shifted the lock, so it was almost a 10-finger guillotine, if you know exactly what that is. And it was right there. There was no going back from that. I'm pretty sure I lifted him up off his feet a little bit, but it was beautiful. Like, it was locked in. It was one of those submissions where if you're doing it in practice, it's hard to let go because it's so deep. So it was beautiful, a beautiful finish. I'm very, very grateful for that finish. But I've had many, many more that are even better than that in training, so time will tell.
And was this the perfect performance to kind of erase what happens in the last win? Or I guess it's now a no contest, but I'm sure that did that weigh on your mind? Like, I got to go out there and kind of prove like that no contest is nonsense or something?
Never. And if I were to speak about it at all, I'll speak about it right now. I found out on Twitter a few months after it had happened. Wow, I think it said to the effect of, worst thing to happen in modern-day MMA, Mansur Abdul-Malik has a decision overturned. I looked at it, went and got my coffee, and I went to work out. It was that simple. It's not me saying it in like a cocky or a cool way. That's exactly what it was. I don't think about things like that at all. This win is gone. What just happened tonight, what happened a few minutes ago, is gone. That's in the past. That doesn't matter. I'm not going to speak about the wins like this. I'm not going to speak about the losses like this down here. None of that stuff matters. When the result truly doesn't matter, you don't highlight the wins and you don't fall back and complain about the losses or anything in between that, no contest draws or any of that. When you're the type of man that searches for more inside of himself, that wants to be more as a person, as a Muslim, as a son, as a brother, whatever, when you want more from yourself, these external things in life don't matter. And I think it was a perfect opportunity when that happened. A perfect opportunity for me to exercise all of these things that I speak about and that I hold close to my heart. Are you a hypocrite? No. Alhamdulillah, we move forward.
Where did this way of thinking kind of come from? Because you see a lot of fighters, they come in there like, oh, I have to prove the last one was a fluke in this, and it seems like you truly don't care about once the fight's over.
Brother, it weighs on you. I'm telling you, like, as much as I think about that and as much as it happened this way and I'm speaking about it now, internally, in my mind, it's a little bit in there. I'm a grown man fighting another grown man inside of a cage. And when a decision like that happens, the immediate thought is defense. Oh, I still did what I did inside the cage. Forget the result. Oh, well, I'm going to do better this time. Man, forget that stuff. All that stuff stems from the sprinkle of people and the sprinkle of, okay, what are they going to think about me now? Remove all that. It's me and another man inside this cage. Are you going to feel those same feelings? Are you going to feel that same animosity towards someone else? Are you going to still have that motivation, that drive to compete and to fight honorably? With me, everything is in check, and I'm very, very grateful that I'm this person. Now, where it comes from, that's interesting where it comes from. I like to say, number one, it comes from Allah and being the person that I am and trying to be a better religious man as I continue to strive and be on a better path every day. But also, it's time spent alone. You cannot cultivate this type of mindset and these different thoughts and these different feelings and elaborate your ideas like this without spending time alone. Any man can tell you that. I like to push myself away from everything else. I don't want to have any external influence. I just want to hear my own thoughts. No music, no TV, no people, no food that even would taste too good. I'm a little bit crazy when it comes to that stuff, man. I just want everything very even. And then when everything is very even, you can hear who you truly are. And then I listen to that voice. I use what's beneficial, and I discard what is not. That's some Bruce Lee stuff right there.
Well, now that you are, past this fight and you look forward, I guess, when would you like to fight again?
Very soon. Very, very, very soon. I'm healthy. I'm in shape. I feel good. And I want to make the next camp even better than this camp was. This was a beautiful camp, an amazing weight cut. I'm very thankful to Glenn Castro, Joe Freeman, everyone, my nutritionists, the people that helped me on that side of things. Everything was amazingly smooth, a beautiful weight cut. Energy was high the entire week. Tonight, I felt like an animal. But it can be better too. So I'm very, very, very happy.
And a performance like this on the final card of the year, which is often a big event, kind of will probably lead to bigger opportunities for you. Is that what you're hoping for, or you're just going to take whatever comes by the UFC?
That's exactly what I'm hoping for. But also, let me highlight something else. Everyone in this room, this is the last pay-per-view of the year. Thank you, UFC. Thank you, staff. Thank you, every single person that's highlighting all these different fighters and interviewing me. This is a childhood dream. I'm a grown man now, but if I were to take myself back and to speak to myself and look at all these dreams playing out like this, I'm so happy and thankful to every single person in this room. You guys take the time to learn the stories and learn the personalities of all these different fighters that may or may not have the energy to talk to you, and you deal with all these different types of things yourselves. So I'm so happy. I'm so thankful for all of you. If I could interview you one day, maybe I'd do it that way. But I'm so happy. What a beautiful year. To end the year like this, to end the year on a win like that. Monster sponsors. New deals. These beautiful braids on my head. Man, amazing things are happening. Amazing things are on the way, inshallah. So I'm happy. I'm very, very happy.
Thank you for that. Who did the braids?
And I had to go back to the hood for these, but someone did them very, very nice. I forget her name. It was quickly done, but I'm very, very thankful and very grateful to her. These are done nicely. My sister usually does them, but the one who did them this time was a little bit more gentle on my scalp because my sister would, she'd pull my head off. But yeah, they're nice. They're nice.
You mentioned the 10-finger guillotine. If Antonio didn't tap when he did, how soon would he went to sleep, you think?
Brother, the way that he tapped it was almost like a faint tap, like, ugh. It wasn't like a panic tap. It was like a, wow, this was already deep before he tapped like that. But then also, when I listen to these things back, I don't all the time like the way that I speak when I'm like highlighting it. Oh man, it was so deep, I think it was secure. It was very, very, very secure. If the ref hadn't stepped in, who knows what would have happened. But I just know that it was secure. It was a beautiful submission.
It was a great submission. It's funny because leading up into that, the commentary team couldn't stop talking about your back muscles. Woo! And so I'm wondering, did that play into that actually guillotine choke? The way that you're able to arch, is that from the strength in the back as well? So it's not just technique, but as well as you have the perfect physique for it as well.
That's exactly where it came from. Not only that, it's not the back. Forget the muscles. Forget all of that. It's the hips, brother. It's the hips. It's how I was able to get my hips underneath and then come up. and then have the correct posture and anything, because when someone has that like that, a lot of people might hook that leg and try to go forward and try and use that momentum from them being in a submission like that. But the hips were in. The hips were in. It was a beautiful submission. I'm happy that it went that way. Shifted it to a 10-finger guillotine. It was wonderful.
Last question. If you can't, just elaborate what the 10-finger really means.
I wish I could set this down, but a 10-finger, instead of like a high elbow, instead of the elbow deep like this, you shift your fingers to the middle, and it's right here. It's right here. It's a beautiful submission. It's a beautiful submission. I've hit it many, many times in practice before. The high elbow is nice as well, but I have very, very long arms. I have an 80-inch wingspan. He's 6'6", 6'5", and my wingspan was longer than his. Wow, what a night, man.